Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing very well. And in this series, the second question is how can we classify machine learning techniques, right? So basically, on the basis of learning style of the algorithm and the nature of input data, we can classify the machine learning into three types: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So basically, if the data set on which your algorithm is working that is based on labeled data, then it would be called as a supervised learning. If the data set is unlabeled, the data is unlabeled data, then that kind of learning could be called as unsupervised learning. And if your algorithm is working on reward and penalty basis, then such kind of algorithm is going to be called as a reinforcement learning. So let's grab some more important point for the purpose of interview. You can define the supervised learning in the front of interviewer as it is a kind of machine learning technique in which algorithm works from labeled data. Just like if you are having the set of images, then the name of that image, whether if it is a picture of mango, then the name of image would be like mango, or it is apple, or it is orange, right? So such kind of labeling, if our data set is having, and if we are training our algorithm on such kind of data set, then we can call it as a supervised learning. After training such kind of data, we will consider some new data, and we will test our algorithm, that how our algorithm is perfectly learned or not. So let's say I have tested eight images, right? That this is mango, this is apple, and the new two images I am testing, that whether my algorithm learned perfectly or not. So I am going to verify that out of these two images, how many images correctly answered by the algorithm. If all these two images, let's say if it is mango, algorithm is also saying mango. If it is a picture of apple, algorithm is also saying apple. It means that the 100% accuracy is there. 100% accuracy is there, right? So basically, such kind of testing and training technique over which our labeled data set is there, this is called as supervised learning. Normally, the goal of supervised learning is to predict the data. So first training would be there. On the basis of training, it would work, right? So for prediction, we can utilize supervised learning. It can further divided as regression and classification. We may have linear regression technique, we may have logistic regression technique, and further we can use classification task, right? So this is about supervised learning. Briefly, I am just telling you, right? If we are want to tell them about supervised learning, unsupervised learning, then if our algorithm is working on unlabeled data where no predefined outputs are there, right? So basically, on the basis of identifying the pattern and relationship within the data itself, algorithm will answer. So let's say if we are having some data set, that we are having some area of plot, and we are having rates associated with plots, right, in the different area, let's say urban area, semi urban area, rural area. And by default, if we will mention the particular area, it will give us the cost based on the already data it is having. So already based on the data, if we are just getting the data, right, on the basis of what? On the basis of just whatever is provided in the data, right? So basically data is unlabeled here, but by identifying the patterns between the data, or identifying the relationship between the data, if we are using it without explicitly programmed, such kind of learning technique is called as unsupervised learning, right? Now, in unsupervised learning, we may have algorithms like clustering algorithms, like k-means clustering, like hierarchical clustering, where the data points group together on the basis of their properties, right? Okay. And the third one is reinforcement learning. Basically, reinforcement learning is all about agent learns to interact with an environment by performing actions and receives reward and penalties in return. The best example that we can take, tic tac toe game. So in tic tac toe game, the each and every move of the algorithm will be on the basis of current move, and on the basis of the penalties or the rewards on each move it will learn, and it will interact accordingly, right? So such kind of reward or penalties are there. In that kind of scenario we use reinforcement learning. So basically, again revising, that machine learning can be categorized into supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning based on the nature of the input data and the learning style of the algorithm, right? I hope that in this short video I can explain like that, so you can answer them. They will understand that you know about the types of machine learning technique. For video number 3, do subscribe the channel, like the video, comment your suggestions, and share it among your friends. Definitely it is going to helpful for all your interview preparation. Have a nice day, guys. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.